Welcome back to the Feeling Foggy podcast. No Luke today. We'll be back together soon. I'm feeling foggy. We're here. We're here to stay again, as we mentioned before. So we're good, and we're excited for a big 2026. I just had a quick story to tell, and I'm questioning my nothing about my morals, more so my attitude. I want to hear if I'm right, if I'm wrong. This is just a dumb story. So let me take you to last Saturday, or about a week ago. I go to the grocery store before the big game, if you will. Yeah, I go to the grocery store before the big game. I'm getting some food, as you do, maybe some drink. I don't know. I forget what I got. Not a big haul. And I'm driving a cart, as you do at the grocery store, the local grocery store. And yeah, I'm a bit of I need my constant stimulation, as we've talked about on this channel. And so I'm on my phone, and my phone is like there's like a little slot where you can kind of put stuff in the grocery cart, and I have it in there, and I just finished a podcast or a YouTube video or something, and I'm looking for what I'm gonna watch / just listen to next. And I'm doing that, a few minutes, and suddenly I have my headphones in. Suddenly I look up, and these teenagers, they must have been 12 or 13, tweens as I like to call them, there's one kid in like one of those, like, I don't even know what you would call it, but it's like one of those, like cars. They're not cars, but if you like are injured or you have a disability, you might be riding one around the grocery store, right? There's like a big car and you can sit down and drive it around, and it's great. Those are really good things for, grocery stores to have. But this kid is using it, and he starts yelling, "Stop texting and driving, stop texting and driving, stop texting and driving." So I look up, I let go of my cart for some reason, and he hits my cart with it. So this is off to a bad start. I want to make it something very clear. I hate tweens. I hate them. And I don't hold a lot of hate in my heart, but I just don't like tweens. And I've never been able to, I don't know, it's always just been a thing with me. And tweens for me is just whatever I decide it is, whatever that age. Really, it's based on your attitude, not your age. But I don't like tweens. I don't enjoy when they act like tweens. And I was once a tween, and I wouldn't have liked me as a tween, to be honest. So, we're all there. We've all been there. So whatever, we're back to the story. He hits me with the cart, stop texting and driving, stop texting and driving. And they're recording, funny pranksters for sure. That's one area of it, and I have to give them their props. Then they're like, "Oh my God, are you related to whatever, Jack?" I don't know. And I was like, yeah. And I walked away. I was very upset. Very, very, very upset. I actually called Abby right away to explain this to her, and I'm like telling her what I just told you. I'm heated. I'm absolutely heated. I'm not gonna, do anything. They're like 12, 13 years old. I'm not gonna like get angry at a 12 or 13-year-old. I'm not that. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Anyways, so I'm continuing on, and then like another group of them is like, I caught the very end of it, so I didn't know exactly what happened, but they're like harassing some girl. I really didn't hear or see what they did, but I just saw her face at the end of it. She was like disgusted. I'm like, oh, these kids, man. I'm starting to get angry. Because I'm like, ah, man, they're so annoying. I'm so frustrated. So my groceries shopping experience is, at this point, has nothing to do with anything but these. I just want to investigate. So I go back relatively to the same spot where the incident with the cart happened. And I see the kid that was recording me, and he's holding up his phone. And he's like, "You broke it. You broke my phone. What?" Like a cartoon character. And the guy that broke his phone, it was a couple. The guy that broke his phone literally walked away. I don't know what happened. I missed it. I literally missed the big point of this entire story. I missed the action of when he, cracked his phone. But I bet it was awesome. I bet it was just great. And so he cracks phone. This kid's like so confused as to why his phone would be broken. And listen, I don't know. Maybe what he did to this guy wasn't deserving of a phone break. It really might have not been. What he did to me, it was deserving of a phone break. I would never do that. What he did to me was deserving of a phone break all day, every day. But so he breaks his phone, and I'm like, whoa, this is getting intense. I finish up shopping because I'm like, I need to, and I see them going to the front with all the employees, and I'm like, I got to see where this goes. So keep in mind, I'm fuming. I'm fuming. I think I'm on the phone with Abby still. Anyways. So I get to checking out, and I'm like, I see them talking to the managers of the store, and I'm like, you know what? No. I'm being a grumpy old person. I'm going to tell them that those kids were messing around. I'm going to get justice for everybody that was just harassed just harassed barely by these kids. So I go up to the workers, and I'm like, by the way, whatever they just told you, don't buy a word. They're up to something. They've been up to something. Turns out they're there all the time. And he was like, honestly, the guy that smashed his phone is kind of my hero. And I was like, oh. So I really wasn't doing anything. I wasn't even really being that heroic. I just kind of wanted to be like, I don't want that guy to get in trouble. So I think that's the end. I, head out of the store, and I see outside the kids talking to the police. And I really stood there for a minute, stared the kids down. I did, while they were talking to the police. I thought I was so cool. I wasn't really. And I made the decision that I wasn't going to say anything. I was going to let the police handle this one here. I'm sure it wasn't that deep, and they were probably just like, yeah, if you record people, that's what's going to happen. I'm sure nothing happened. But I almost did. I drew the line of me being this grumpy guy there. I'm not going to interfere with them talking to the police. Probably not my place. Maybe not even my place to talk to the managers, but I just don't want the guy that smashed their phone to get in trouble unless he deserves it. I don't know. Maybe they just said poop in front of his face or something, and they didn't like that. He didn't like that. But anyways, that is literally all I really needed to get this off my chest. And tell me in the comments, 1, what you would have done. 2, if I was in the right for the actions that I had done. And 3, the third thing I want you to write in the comments is your favorite thing to buy at the grocery store. Because I was at a grocery store, so I'd be like on theme, kind of, if you talked about that. So, yep, we'll be back soon with a more, regular podcast episode. I just really wanted to tell this story. It's been kind of sitting for a while. So, thank you. Stay foggy.